What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's father? Abdullah. In which city was Prophet Muhammad born? Mecca. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's mother? Hazrat Amina. At what age did Prophet Muhammad receive his first revelation? (40).
Who was the first wife of Prophet Muhammad?
Hazrat Khadija. What is the name of the cave where Prophet Muhammad received the first revelation? Cave of Hira. What is the name of the cave where Prophet Muhammad received the first revelation? Cave of Hira.
Who was the first person to accept Islam?
Khadija. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's grandfather? Abdul Muttalib. Which angel delivered the first revelation to Prophet Muhammad? Angel Jibril. What was the first word revealed to Prophet Muhammad? Read. Which battle was the first major battle fought by Muslims? Battle of Badr. What is the name of Prophet Muhammad's youngest daughter? Hazrat Fatima. What was the profession of Prophet Muhammad before prophethood? Merchant. Who was the foster mother of Prophet Muhammad? Halima Sadiya. How many years did Prophet Muhammad preach in Mecca? (13 years). Which surah of the Quran was revealed first? Surah Al-Alaq. Which of the Prophet's uncles accepted Islam? Hazrat Hamza. What was the name of the Prophet's uncle who opposed Islam? Surah Al-Alaq. In which month was Prophet Muhammad born? Rabi al-Awwal. How old was Prophet Muhammad when his mother passed away? (6 years). Who accompanied Prophet Muhammad during the Hijrah to Medina? Abu Bakr. Which of the Prophet's companions is known as as-Siddiq? Abu Bakr. What is the name of Prophet Muhammad's first son? Hazrat Qasim. What is the name of the treaty that Prophet Muhammad signed with the Quraysh? Treaty of Hudaybiyah. What is the name of Prophet Muhammad's second son? Hazrat Ibrahim. Who was the first caliph after Prophet Muhammad? Abu Bakr. In which year did Prophet Muhammad perform the farewell pilgrimage? Tena. Which of Prophet Muhammad saw daughters married Uthman ibn Affan? Hazrat Ruqayya. Which battle did Prophet Muhammad saw fight after the Battle of Badr? Battle of Uhud. Who was the slave boy who was freed by Prophet Muhammad saw? Zayd ibn Haritha. What is the name of the Islamic calendar that started with the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad saw? Hijri calendar. What was the age of Prophet Muhammad saw at the time of his death? 63 years. Who was the scribe of Prophet Muhammad saw during the revelation of the Quran? Zayd ibn Thabit. Which of Prophet Muhammad saw wives was known for her extensive knowledge of hadith? Hazrat Aisha. Which companion of Prophet Muhammad saw was known as the Lion of Allah? Hazrat Hamza. How many children did Prophet Muhammad saw have? Seven. Which surah of the Quran is named after Prophet Muhammad saw? Surah Muhammad. Who was the first martyr in Islam? Hazrat Sumayya. What is the name of the tribe that Prophet Muhammad saw belonged to? Banu Hashim. What was the age of Prophet Muhammad saw when he married Khadijah? "25 years. Which surah is referred to as the heart of the Quran by Prophet Muhammad saw? Surah Yasin. Which companion of Prophet Muhammad saw was known as the Lion of Allah? Hamza. Which of the prophets saw daughters married Ali ibn Abi Talib? Hazrat Fatima. Which surah did Prophet Muhammad saw recommend to recite every Friday? Surah Al-Kahf. In which battle did Prophet Muhammad saw use the trench tactic? Battle of Khandak. Which surah of the Quran did Prophet Muhammad saw called the opening? Surah Al-Fatiha. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad saw wet nurse? Halima Sadiya. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad saw uncle who protected him? Abu Talib. What was the name of the Jewish tribe that broke the treaty with Prophet Muhammad saw? Banu Qurayza. Surah of the Quran was revealed entirely in response to the Quraysh mocking Prophet Muhammad saw. Surah Al-Masad. What was the name of the Christian king who offered refuge to the early Muslims? Negus. Who was the first male child born in Islam? Abdullah ibn Zubair. Which battle did Prophet Muhammad saw fight during the sacred months? Battle of Badr. Who was the first martyr among the men in Islam? Harith. Which tribe did Prophet Muhammad saw invite to Islam during the event of Mubahala? Banu Nairan, which surah is known as the surah which Prophet Muhammad recited before sleeping. Surah Al-Ikhlas, who was the first person to compile the Quran into a single book form. Uthman ibn Affan, who was the Prophet's cousin who was raised by him. Ali ibn Abi Talib, what was the name of the Prophet's wife who bore him his son Ibrahim? Maria al-Qibtiyya, which surah is also called the bride of the Quran as mentioned by Prophet Muhammad Surah Al-Rahman, which battle did Prophet Muhammad fight after the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was broken? Battle of Khaybr, which companion was known as the Honest by Prophet Muhammad? Abu Ubaidah, who was the first woman to die for Islam. Hazrat Sumayya, what was the name of Prophet Muhammad's cousin who became the fourth caliph? Ali ibn Abi Talib, who was the Prophet's first cousin and son-in-law. Ali ibn Abi Talib, which surah of the Quran did Prophet Muhammad recommend to recite before sleeping? Surah Al-Mulk, which battle was fought by the Prophet against the Roman Empire? Battle of Tabuk, who was the first person to lead the congregational prayer in Islam? Abu Bakr, who was known as the mother of the believers among the Prophet's wives. Hazrat Aisha, what was the name of Prophet Muhammad's daughter who passed away in the Battle of Badr? Hazrat Ruqayya, which surah of the Quran did Prophet Muhammad call the mother of the book? Surah Al-Fatiha, what was the name of Prophet Muhammad's wife who was previously married to Zayd ibn Haritha? Zainab bin Jahsh, which surah of the Quran was revealed as a response to the Prophet's supplication? Surah Al-Kawthar, which battle was fought after the Prophet's migration to Medina? Battle of Badr, which surah of the Quran is named after a miracle performed by Prophet Muhammad? Surah Al-Fil, who was the first male to publicly accept Islam? Ali ibn Abi Talib, which battle was fought by the Prophet against the Jewish tribes? Battle of Khaybr, what was the name of Prophet grandfather who took care of him after his mother's death? Abdul Muttalib, which surah of the Quran was revealed during the night journey of Prophet? Surah Al-Isra, which surah of the Quran is named after an event that happened to the Prophet? Surah Al-Fil, what was the name of Prophet's daughter who was married to Uthman ibn Affan? Hazrat Ruqayya, which surah of the Quran did Prophet Muhammad recommend to recite when in distress? Surah Al-Kahf, who was the first martyr among the women in Islam? Sumaya. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's wife who was the daughter of Umar? Hafsa, who was known as the sword of Allah among the Prophet's companions. Khalid ibn Walid. Which surah of the Quran did Prophet Muhammad call the protector? Surah Al-Nas. Who was the first child to embrace Islam? Ali ibn Abi Talib. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's foster brother? Thabit. Which surah of the Quran was revealed as a response to the Quraysh asking for a miracle? Surah Al-Kawthar. What was the name of Prophet's daughter who was married to Abu al-As ibn al-Rabi? Zainab. Who was the first person to recite the Quran aloud in Mecca? Abdullah ibn Masud. Who was the first slave to accept Islam? Zayd ibn Haritha. What was the name of Prophet Muhammad's foster mother? Halima Sadiya. Which surah of the Quran was revealed during the conquest of Mecca? Surah Al-Nasr. Who was the first person to build a mosque? Prophet Muhammad Which surah of the Quran was revealed in defense of Aisha? Surah Al-Nur. What was the name of Prophet's daughter who was married to Ali ibn Abi Talib? Fatima. Which surah of the Quran was revealed in defense of Maryam as? Surah Al-Maryam. Who was the first woman to embrace Islam? Hazrat Khadija. Which of the Prophet's companions is known as as-Siddiq? Abu Bakr. What is the name of Prophet Muhammad's first son? Hazrat Qasim. What is the name of the treaty that Prophet Muhammad signed with the Quraysh? Treaty of Hudaybiyah. What is the name of Prophet Muhammad's second son? Hazrat Ibrahim. Who was the first caliph after Prophet Muhammad Abu Bakr. In which year did Prophet Muhammad perform the farewell pilgrimage? Tena. Which of Prophet Muhammad's daughters married Uthman ibn Affan? Hazrat Ruqayya. Which battle did Prophet Muhammad fight after the Battle of Badr? Battle of Uhud. Who was the slave boy who was freed by Prophet Muhammad Zayd ibn Haritha. What is the name of the Islamic calendar that started with the Hijrah of Prophet Muhammad Hijri calendar. What was the age of Prophet Muhammad at the time of his death? 63 years. who was the scribe of Prophet Muhammad saw during the revelation of the Quran. Zayd ibn Thabit, which of Prophet Muhammad's wives was known for her extensive knowledge of hadith. Hazrat Aisha, which companion of Prophet Muhammad was known as the Lion of Allah. Hazrat Hamza,